I got some good shit for you, bro. This
I'm ready. I've been doing some soul searching. What do you want to jump straight into a topic, or do you want to do life updates, or what do you want to do?
in order to retain the attention of the viewers, I want to start with a joke. So, what do you do when your girlfriend starts smoking?
Break up with her.
Now you slow down a bit and use some lubricant.
It's a good one.
Yeah. All right. What are you working on? New project.
Dude, I think we've both been sort of cooking on this in the subconsciously. And I'm gonna caveat with this with I'm so bad at it. I had like an ego, and now that I'm actually trying to do it, like I'm so bad and have so much to learn. But I am willing to be shit at it for months just as I learn and get better because I think there's something here. I don't know what it will lead to and what's on the other side. I don't even know the path that I'm taking, but it's the most fun that I'm having. I'm bro, haven't we what do you think is the biggest lever in getting girls in the modern dating scene?
Fame,
If you think
status.
if yes, if you wanted inbound leads in terms of girls,
Yeah.
yeah, status, right? We would both agree on that. And where do you think in the modern day girls place most status? Like it's easily, readily available, easy metric.
Instagram.
Yeah, dude. Yes. So logically, what should you do?
Build a six-figure following.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's that you just immediately. So that's my logical thing. I don't. Here's my problems with it. And I've only made like 6 reels. I'm making. So I follow a few different people, and I think the first it'll be a personal brand, but I don't actually know what it will be about. Obviously, there's different tenets of your life, like entrepreneurship, digital nomad, living overseas, fitness, um, I don't know, crypto, making money and stuff. But if you want your personal brand to, I think what the ideal outcome of building it is you need to show off that you have an extremely fun life. It looks effortless. And so it's like you kind of want to build it around this like super fun lifestyle content as opposed to like if you built it around crypto or entrepreneurship, I don't think girls obviously give a shit, right?
Yeah.
But if it's
Agree.
more like into fitness, lifestyle, travel, they do give a shit. So
Yeah.
they're the sort of things I'm thinking about. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna try and build a. So I made a new account.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have 4 followers or something.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna post on
Let me figure
Instagram.
out later.
I need it.
Do you
I'm gonna
know
post
that?
on
Yeah. Sorry.
Instagram, TikTok, and
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts because you can cover all of them. And I'm gonna try and do 2 a day, kind of like day in my life, what I eat,
Yeah.
why you need to leave your hometown, travel. Good thing about Naihan and Rawai, the potential for getting good clips of content and B-roll is like it's so good. Like when you go on a run, you're going over those mountains, the beaches are fantastic, the sunsets, the different like lookout spots, like it's really good for getting B-roll content. So I think that's okay. It's just like learning and I don't know. I think the keys are to be consistent with it and just try and make better and then like not copy what the best people are doing, but like
Mhm.
see what they're posting and then recreate it, like still like an artist. So
I agree.
I'm gonna do that for I'm gonna set like 6 months, 2 reels a day, try and improve every single day, and then learn it as best. And I imagine nothing will happen for about a month or 2 months. So we'll see.
All right.
But
So
this is what I'm thinking.
you mentioned the nature, not only Levels IO, but also another AI agency guy called Liam Altley. Both of them have a high stress of importance of life quality to merge nature as part of your daily routine.
100% dude. So because I'm doing 75 hard, I have to do an outdoor workout every day. So I'm either going to the beach or I'm running through like the forest jungle thing here. My mental health has never been better. It's
Not to mention Dan Bilzerian, right? He always stressed like Thailand has amazing nature and he loves nature.
dude, specific he loves Rawai and Naya.
Yeah.
Crazy that Dan Bilzerian loves that.
And also, uh, Peter Levels posted, retweeted your very specific gym.
Yes, this specific gym. So, like, in terms of locations to try and build a personal brand, I think this is perfect. Um, I was gonna launch more faceless YouTube channels, and I got one monetized, but I want to go all in on this because I think, bro, I've been thinking of what to work on, and if you build a six-figure personal brand or bigger, I think it not only it gives you crazy status, which, yeah, I don't think it should. It gives you inbound of chicks, which is what you want. It gives you insane networking opportunities. Like someone like Peter Levels could see it and then send you a message, like things like that. So I think it's like, if you are successful at this, and I'm willing to be shit at it for 6 months or a year,
Uh-huh.
but once you are successful, and if you keep working on it,
I
you'll have
agree.
this insane dream outcome. So, yeah.
I think if you have more than 100K followers on IG, like your DM response rate will quadruple, if not tenfold.
100%. Even just like girls you meet in real life, if you add up
Oh yeah.
Instagram, you'll have 100K and they're like, "Bull, this guy has a big following." You can see it
I
right off from.
remember there's US city girls. Basically, they have endless DMs, and they don't even bother unless you have a check mark with a good phone
Yeah.
to read. Yeah. And another side note is that in order to present a like fake luxury lifestyle here in China, in first tier cities, is a pretty mature industry to timeshare or a luxury hotel room. So basically, one guy will book it, then everybody will take turns to come take pictures within the hotel room, either with an edgeless swimming pool, a bathtub with a nice city view, things like that. So for a fraction of the cost, you can show off your lifestyle.
Well, bro, that's the thing about, and I think you should strongly consider like committing to like uploading one reel a day and learning it as well and building a personal brand, because not only for the reasons that I've said, but we don't need to lie about our lifestyles. We already live like pretty 1% like crazy lives, in that if you just film what you're doing every day and then learn how to put it together that it gets views, like, I see people that blow up and they're recording their 9 to 5 jobs, and it's like it's incredibly depressing and sad. Whereas like we live in tropical locations, we're always traveling, like we have ultimate freedom. I think like we don't have to lie or go out of our way to do that stuff. So that's like,
I want to be inspired by yours first. Let me watch yours first, or your best examples.
okay, bro. If I get to, let's say, 30,000 followers, you got to fly out to Rawa and then we'll start making content for you, and I don't know, we'll chop it up. We'll
Okay.
launch yours as well. I'll try and work out the things, and then we'll like, you got to come back out here. We'll get some, because imagine we were doing it. Imagine the content we could have got out in the islands when we went to the islands and like all of that. Well,
Okay, but you cannot put ads on it.
what?
It has to be organic. You cannot put ads on it. Ads advertise.
I'm not going to do ads. It'll all be organic. Give me a few months, but I'm definitely a noob in learning this.
I'm excited. All right. Next topic.
Yeah.
All right. I want to send you something. So mark your calendar for our next pod to be 24th.
Okay.
Do you know why? Not only it's gonna be our 20th podcast, but also it's gonna be your 10,000th day alive.
What?
Yeah, bro. You're a third done with your life. You're a third done. 81 years old is a pretty good estimate.
Dude, that's kind of fucking scary. What the hell?
Yeah, you're past quarter life crisis, bro. You're a third of life crisis now.
Dude, that's terrifying, actually.
So I just sent you a text because I want you to prepare a little bit for the questions I will be interviewing. So what are top ten must have things for your daily life? Do you know the GQ? It's a YouTube channel that they do a series of top 10 celebrities cannot live without. It gives a very good peek into how celebrities live their life. Some of them die by the moisture or whatever cream, others by candy, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very good. Look
Yeah,
at
there's some good questions. The 24th. Yeah, dude, that fucking, you've kind of thrown me for a wobble. That kind of scares me.
And the next question is, what's your dream girl, right? Both appearance and personality. And third question is, what's your ideal 10 out of 10 day is like from start to finish, like routine,
Oh,
wake up time, social time, playtime, work time. And a side question is like, what are your rules for staying productive? Life hacks. Yeah, just some.
All right, so we're having them on the 24th.
Yes.
Um, dude, you've got so it's about October, November. Yours will be this year as well.
Yeah, bro.
Yours will be
Fucked up. Don't remind me of that. Thanks.
will be in August.
I don't know. And I don't need to know.
Ah, bro, but with this longevity stuff, it might not be. This might only.
Yeah, yeah. It might be your new quarter loss, right?
Yeah,
What what's 27 times 4? That's 100 28. No fucking way. You're not gonna live until yeah, so
you might have.
that makes no
But to be fair, I think the middle third of your life is the most important. So 27 and
yeah.
54, because from 0 to 17, like a lot of it, you're not even really conscious, right? You have no
Yeah.
agency on independent
Very true.
juice. So yeah, this is the time to like be all in is now.
And for all the old people, from my personal observance, right? From age 60 to 90, they're living the same day on repeat.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Bro, okay.
Mm.
We'll save this for both of our 10,000 pod, but just as a precursor, are you happy with the way you're living your 20s? Like, are you proud of it?
That's a deep question. You need to let me think about it.
But
It
like,
depends on who you
and
compare it with. I mean,
answer off the bat.
yes, I am.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't have any regrets. I'm pretty proud of taking the non-beaten path. If I was in a fucking 9 to 5 up until this point, I'd probably be pretty disappointed with myself, to be honest.
It wasn't perfect, but I maximized like my the cards I'm dealt with.
Exactly, bro. And that's all you can do. Like, no one
Sure.
hits their perfect 20s. Literally no one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. All right, next question.
yeah.
So I was thinking about where to fly to in July because the first week of July will be my grandma's birthday, and before that I will be doing S shape traveling, mapping out China, and after that I'm thinking about where to fly to. So I did some research, and I want to get your opinions on that.
Okay.
So I saw this tweet, right? I hate to admit it, but San Francisco is where the majority of the action is for this AI wave for both talent and companies. I need to get there ASAP for the proximity. What do you react to that tweet?
Yeah, dude, if you want, that is true, but do you want your life to be, do you want to go all in on AI?
I don't know yet, but like for all the silicon, do you know the PayPal mafia, right? They're all just in the same proximity. Nowadays, they're all intertwined with each other. They're all seed around the investors in each other.
Yeah, but I reckon if you flew to San Francisco, like, I don't think AI is your life calling and you would be happy going all in on AI unless you want to drastically change your lifestyle and like go all in on working and making money. And secondly, the people that are working at the places and in the positions, like these guys would have graduated top of Harvard, top of MIT, top of Stanford, like the best of the best computer scientists. I mean, if yeah. So and San Fran is liberal. I've heard it's like filled with homeless people, is not enjoyable to live in at all. Uh, in terms of career, yes, if you want to go all in on AI, but I think lifestyle, it would be terrible.
Do you
That
know Anthony Fauci or
yes.
Paul? Sorry, Paul. I think what was the name of Bill Gates' roommate? Paul Allen?
Was he the one that died?
No, he's bald, kind of chubby. So basically, he's the roommate of Bill Gates, and he personally isn't that equipped with much of expertise in technology. But by the sheer proximity, he was invited to be part of the initial members of Microsoft, and simply just by making calls, making deals, making negotiations, he accumulated himself a billionaire status. If there's any chance any companies are going to the $1 trillion range is going to be AI related. So I figured it might be a nice to be in the flow of the ecosystem, to be on the front edge of the most advanced technology that human species has ever seen. It's just interesting.
Sure, it would be cool. Um, Yeah, challenging though. I wouldn't want to do it personally.
I want to give it a month maybe just to see where
Well,
life
yeah,
gets
just
me.
experiment it. Yeah. Have
I
you ever
haven't
been
met
to San Francisco?
no in Silicon Valley, yes, but San Fran not yet. I have and have not met anyone as interesting as you since last year, and it's been a year, you know.
You'll definitely find some in San Fran, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. So I was also thinking about Austin,
Oh, that'd be
where
cool.
is based, and Barcelona. What do you think of that?
I've heard good things about both of those places. Soon it feels like everything is popping off there in terms of social media, a lot of tech stuff, entrepreneurship, fitness.
Yeah,
It feels like Austin is a new epicenter. And then Barcelona, I've just heard from many people, it's like, I'm sure there's beautiful women, lots of travelers
yeah.
that like,
Problem with Barcelona is that the minimum wage is 1,500 euro. It's one of the lowest paid regions in Europe,
what's wrong
and
with
I
that?
just don't. Yeah, so fuck that. So I return back to the opinion that Europe is the place you go for holiday, not for making money.
Oh, you would get a job there?
No, just be in the ecosystem of the entrepreneurs there, the digital nomad stuff.
You won't find any like high level people in Barcelona. You definitely wouldn't find in San Fran though. Like people working any cool shit.
So also Argentina, Milei after Milei like did his all like regulations. I think it might be a good place to check it out because when I was there, they're still exchanging cash on the street to prevent the inflation. So
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay. Of I mean, what are your goals though? Just for like interesting, you want to meet interesting people. Um, of all of them, I would be most excited probably about Austin.
huh, interesting. Peter Levels also likes Brazil very much. He personally,
Yeah, true. Or have
he
you been
even
to Lisbon?
studied Portuguese.
He likes he likes Lisbon too,
Hmm.
which is
But
Portuguese.
Portugal is just like a entrepreneur nightmare.
What?
The government extremely inefficient. It dis uh, it disencourages like startup spirit. Yeah. And also the last city, the New York City. Uh Personally I'd never want to go back there again for the rest of my life.
I
I
feel
hate it.
like that about Miami, bro. I don't want to hear about. That's why when we say San Fran, I'm imagining like a more tech based Miami, and I'd just be like, oh shit, no thanks.
Okay, so I was bored a couple of days ago and I think YouTube is going to demise, right? Because if you look at the people it banned, these are like not permanently, but also from creating other YouTube channels as well. I think that's too harsh. Steve will do it. Andrew Tate, Leafy, Sneeko, Jay Station, Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes, Gavin Malkiness, Master Uguay, Milo Yiannopoulos, Raul Castro. What do you think?
Dude, I think you're onto something here. And I'm just thinking through. I think most people don't actually consume that much YouTube, but me and you would be like hyper consumers of YouTube. Like we probably watch more YouTube than the majority of people. And
True.
I've found over the last 3 to 6 months, I barely consume any content. And all I do is if I see like a 10, 15 minute video, I'll copy the transcript, put it in ChatGPT and be like, tell me the takeaways from this video and like consume it in 2 seconds instead. Because I don't like the old ecosystem of YouTube really was videos that had a ton of fluff in it and they wanted watch times. Creators would make their videos between 12 and 20 minutes long. And it's just filled with a whole bunch of fluff and unnecessary, like time wasting things. I
Yeah.
think what's going to happen is all content is going to go to the extremes of either short form, like 30 seconds, 60 seconds,
True.
like no fluff, everything cut out, or the extreme other end, like 2 hour podcast, 3 hour podcast, Chris Williamson, Joe Rogan,
Yes.
like all podcasts. And there's the main like meat of YouTube is slowly going to go away. So yeah, one thing contributing to it is them banning all of these people, Master Ogwe, Andrew Tate, Russell Brand, like
Yeah.
all these figures, big figures. Candace Owens, I think, got banned from YouTube. But also, I think that style of content is really going out of fashion and people don't want it anymore. That's the other reason I want to go all in on short form because I think there's something like 80% of people consume their content from TikTok and Instagram. So it's like all the people are there on short form. No one's actually like, if you look at it in a macro sense, there's not that many people watching these longer form YouTube.
Mhm.
Agree?
I agree. Personally, I do prefer short form because for the mere information efficiency, it gives
Yeah.
me the ick when the YouTuber tell me to like and subscribe, and at the intro of the video, I've already know what you're gonna talk about in the title, so just tell me. Instead, they tell me, "Welcome to the channel. This channel is about blah blah. In this video, we're gonna go over." That gives me the ick.
Exactly. And I think so many people are sick of that. I will not even watch the video. I literally copy the transcript, put in ChatGPT. So it like I want to know the answer to it. I just get it immediately.
Mm.
But the one thing I do still watch is these longer form podcasts of people that I want to learn from or like get more context around or like I don't know the podcast you send me. Like I still watch that type of content, but I do not watch the 10 to 15 minute. And I used to consume a shitload of that style of content.
Another
So I
trend I noticed,
cut everything or
yeah,
the massive long
yeah,
form.
it's going to the extremes of the
Yes.
spectrum.
Yeah.
And a trend I noticed in all of those banned YouTubers is all of them are right leaning. Not one of them is left leaning. I've never heard one feminist got banned for hating men. I've never heard one environmentalist list the channel got banned for spraying paint. Right. So
True.
another point I'm getting to is that the next video streaming platform will also not be Rumble. Albeit, do you know that White House started a Rumble account for free speech? Yes, it's real. I checked it.
The hell?
Yeah,
Did Trump do that or did the
the
Biden?
White House official, the Trump administration,
Uh,
because YouTube is very liberal leaning. But I think the next streaming platform will also not be Rumble. It needs to be decentralized, right? No one agency can determine you're gonna get banned. No, you're gonna get banned. Every participant, every viewer needs to have a say, and only blockchain technology can enable that. Just a random thought.
yeah, but there needs to be some policing because if it's completely decentralized and people can upload like child porn and fucking people getting killed and like so there needs to be some amount of policing because
Yeah,
I don't know how you solve that problem.
don't know.
But yeah, but there needs to be an in between of like there's no one central power that can choose based off their own political views who to ban and who to let have a voice. And then the other extreme where no one has like I don't know, democratic. This person should be banned. This content should be banned. But then that's so inefficient, dude. AI could fix it.
Agree. Do you know that YouTube? Oh, I mean, sorry. Facebook have a team of thousands of people in Africa or some sweat factory. They're watching illegal stuff. We're talking about gory, torturing, child porn, killing, dismantling people. They need to watch it organically and click yes, approved, no, ban for
Yes, and
Facebook feed.
I remember watching an interview of
All those people are
some.
fucking traumatized.
Yeah, I watched an interview or a podcast with some Facebook guy, and his job was to go through photos and flag if it was dick pics or something, and he did this for, like, years, but it was with the end goal, it was machine learning so that machines could
Exactly.
yeah, eventually learn and then take the job from him, so I think AI does fix that.
Uh, uh, I got a question. Another debate, quick one. Shoot, do we legalize prostitution? I think you already know my stance, right?
Yeah, I think it should be legal. The reason the government I'm pretty libertarian in my views of what the government should
Same.
but and what it
Same.
should. So they should let the free market interact. And if a woman wants money, like it's just a value exchange at the end of the day, as long as there's nothing nefarious or like coercive about it. If a woman wants money, a dude wants pleasure, like what is the government like why should the government have a right to do that?
But from the societal level, this will atomize the entire society, uh, and breaks the nuclear family traditional value.
How?
If you can buy sex, no guys would want to save up for marriage.
I disagree. I disagree.
Uh,
Like, and just think about it. Like, if prostitution was legal, that wouldn't change my personal views that I want to find a woman, a good woman, to have kids with and build a family with one day. You know what I mean?
most guys will not have any sexual. access if had they not settled down for a very mediocre woman. But now they have prostitution. They will no longer be settled down for a mediocre woman, and they will just buy sex.
No, I disagree. I don't think that would happen because A, it's still like morally frowned upon. It's like, I don't know, it's like any bad habit. It's like, yeah, getting drunk every day is frowned upon, but it's pleasurable. But not everyone does it. Some people do it, some people don't do it. And I don't think the majority of people, if they had more sexual access and if it was, because it'd still be frowned upon morally, just because it's legal now doesn't mean, and it's like, even when countries make it illegal, it still happens everywhere. So there's is still that access and that doesn't happen. So yeah, I don't think we would see any breakdown of, I don't know, nuclear family or conservative values and that kind of thing.
I guess we'll never know. But I agree with you on the liberalism.
Yeah, the
Because
more
I
freedom that
think
people can have, the better.
the government needs to be as small as possible. I think euthanasia should be legal because people have full autonomy of their body. The child labor should be legal. Uh, yeah, basically, I asked AI what ideology this is, and it's called neoliberalism.
Yeah. Neoliberalism?
Yeah.
What does neo mean? Like modern day?
And yo, I don't know. And yo,
Yeah. And the one thing I disagree though on, because this is the brought up a lot in the topic of drugs. Like, should all drugs be legalized? Because why should the government say what you can and can't put in your body?
yeah.
And I disagree with that because I think like, I don't even think weed should be legal because I think it makes society as a whole worse. And I don't know how to draw the distinction of like, this is okay, this is not okay. And this makes society better, this makes society worse. Because maybe if you legalize prostitution, it makes society worse as a whole. You get like streetwalkers and I don't know, you know?
Well, in legal countries like Germany and Amsterdam, all those hookers are protected in houses. They got their own designated streets, buildings.
Yeah, I think you need to make it discreet. Like you're not, you know how in Thailand they like hang out on the street and they grab you in
Yeah.
front. Like
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
if you're raising a family and it's legalized all of a sudden and then there's just hookers on the street, like that degrades society for sure. So I think you need to make rules. It should be legal, but rules should be around how discreet it is. And it's like it needs to be private. It can't be advertised in public, that kind of thing.
Here's a trend and all this. Do you know that like a couple hundred years ago we live in huge tribes? There was a smaller cousins families. Then it's the nuclear family. Now less and less of people are getting married. This is called atomized society. And if you go to China or Japan, you'll see there's hot pots for one people, barbecue for one people, cinema for one people. Basically, a one person economy is the new future. Females will no longer get married because they will just buy some sperms from high quality guys, and the guys will no longer get married. It's irresolvable issue of development technology. What are your thoughts?
You think we're going in that direction?
Yes. No, we are. What's the evidence we are not? And also,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
past, I travel, like, you always go out to a new city with your existing friends. But now, like in Chinese, we call it like a traveling partner. So if you're going, you first pick your destination, then you find your travel buddies online. And basically, after this trip, you know that you guys don't really stay in touch or no longer.
Dude, we are going in that direction, and all the evidence does point to that. And like you look at the amount of people that are in relationships now, the amount of people, the amount of friends people have, the amount of times the dudes have approached a girl, like the amount people have had sex in the last year. It's all the amount people are getting married. It's all on a decline to this very individualized. And yeah, and I think AI and people's quality of life improving actually worsens that.
More than half of the men in the next few years just going to just put on the VR goggles and call it isolation.
True. Bro, I've experimented a lot with ChatGPT, and this it's as bad as it's gonna be, but as like a life coach and like I don't know, someone to talk through problems with and like what you should be focusing on and different
Good.
it's so dude, it's like talking to a best friend because it has a catalog of everything you've ever told it. And then if you give it context of your life, it remembers everything perfectly, knows the questions to ask. It's like asking your best friend that's been, if you give it all the information of your life, it's like giving the best listener and most attentive therapist of all time. And it's like, imagine when that gets better, dude. I
Yeah.
feel better when I have those conversations with the voice mode and like it feels like there's emotion from the thing. It's crazy, bro.
No, wait. Hear me out, bro. Now it's only a chat screen, right? In the future, you're gonna put on VR, it's gonna be a live 3D person. He's gonna be a Victoria's Secret model with all kinds of everything, bro.
Or there's gonna be some like Adonis godlike figure that's smarter than everyone on earth. It knows all the context of your life and you can just have like conversations with it. What should I be focusing on? Like, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? And it's like, you'll probably form a better relationship with that than anyone else in your life because you don't will judge. There's no status games going on between you and this thing. It knows you better. It's more attentive. It like has all the history. So yeah, and my follow-up question to you would be, is this even a problem? Like, is it a bad thing that this would be happening? You
Well,
know?
technology is always good, because it gives you options. The choice is always in your own hands. Imagine like this little screen. It's no longer Eugene. It's like a digital avatar of yourself. That's it crazy, bro.
Yeah. And I think maybe a year ago, I would have had the opinion, yeah, this is a bad thing. Like, people are gonna be more lonely. We're gonna stray further away from conservative values, and it's gonna be but your technology does always um, like as a whole, improve your life. Like there are unintended negative consequences and new problems to face, but
Yeah.
as a whole, it makes things better. So I don't necessarily think it's a problem.
Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "Oh, this new technology is gonna bring an end to this human civilization," you are the exact same as those old people who object to internet. You're the same person, man.
Yeah.
For every
Me-
generation, "Oh, the radio is bad, the magazine is bad, the TV is bad, the internet is bad," right? And they actually found tombstones in ancient Greece that old people are complaining that nowadays young people don't even fight anymore. They're spoiled.
Yeah, yeah, and on balance, technology is always a net positive. However, there's one example of technology that is not a net positive. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
What?
The invention of the nuclear bomb would be the one like jump forward in technology that was not a net positive. And
What?
what if AI is on the same level as that? It's like this weapon of massive destruction, and it's actually not which it could be because we don't actually know what AI is building into. There's so many
But
unknown.
nuclear energy is an amazing thing, and the bomb is just a side byproduct of is the guns and fire powder. I think nuclear energy is amazing, and we should embrace nuclear energy. At least
That's a good point.
knives are meant for cooking, but always people use to stab, bro.
What about guns?
They hunt.
Yeah, I wonder if on balance, technological innovation of weapons are a net positive for humanity.
Actually, I read about this. If there's no guns, we're gonna just stab each other. If there's no knives, we're just gonna bite each other and hit each other in the head with stones. Actually, the advancement of technology deters. Now we have AI robots, AI dogs, drones, and everything, and nuclear bombs. Actually, the conflict are reduced, and that's originated from Kevin Kelly, one of my most respected authors.
That's interesting. That's a super interesting point. The advancement of weaponry deters war. The only thing I would check that like logically is because I think the most people ever died in World War II, which was the last big war that only happened 80 years ago. If but as a percentage of the total population, were more people dying in the past in wars as a percentage, you know what I mean?
I don't know
If
what you're talking
yes.
about.
So like let's say in the 1200s there was a huge war and it wiped out 10% of the total global population. But World War II only wiped out 7% of the population, then there is getting a decrease. But I think World War II wiped out more percentage of the world than any previous war before. So you're seeing an increase in killing and destruction. You know what I mean?
Hmm, interesting. I'm
What
gonna do my homework on that. Yes. But question.
what you said is correct in that as technology advances, it deters war. And if World War II wasn't the biggest percentage loss of life or destruction that's ever happened, then that's super interesting.
Okay.
because right
Or
now,
what I can also argue, had not there been like advanced tanks, guns, fire ships, the World War II would be worse. More people would have died. Like I can always argue like that.
I don't think that I don't think it could have. I don't think it's even maybe it is though. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, now my whole brain is the machine gun da da da. Okay. Cannot stop thinking about it. Well, next question, or you wanna go deeper?
No, World War II is super interesting. I don't know if you've dove deep into it, but
You have
it's like a
like Sam Parr reading those uh
oh, dude,
wars,
just
bro.
reminded me. You
Yeah.
this is sort of jumping. James told me to read Never Enough by Andrew Wilkinson. I don't know if you've read it. One of the best books I've ever read.
Of course, I read it already, bro. I read it the first week it came out. It was fucking good, bro.
Dude, he's such a good writer. I said to James, there's only 2 writers that I've enjoyed as much as him, and it's him and Mark Manson. Mark Manson, I love his writing style. It's so easy to consume. It's like
Yeah.
a friend writing. Andrew Wilkinson is an
Do you know why? My personal understanding is he doesn't doctrine you. He teach you lessons by telling stories.
yes, and but like even just his style is so captivating. Um,
Yeah.
I think because 'cause he's been like a journalist, writes a newsletter, all that stuff, he's just a very captivating writer. But, bro, it is not a popular book. It only has like 100 reviews on Amazon, but
Uh,
it should. I think that is one of the best books I've ever read.
I read it in probably within 3 sittings, right? Just on the
Yes,
train.
dude. It's I could not put it down, and I cannot say that about many books. It is so, so good.
And somehow he's a billionaire and he made it very relatable. Oh, look, I have these struggles with money, with friends. My former partner cheating on, the guy who rugged him, basically stole money from his company. His ex-wife, who basically
Yeah.
like fall apart the relationship. How he handles the family. He knew how.
It's just a very, like, authentic, non-showy off
Yeah.
look at money and like what you want to achieve. What was your like big takeaway from the book? Because I have one like giant takeaway.
Well, you go first. I can't. I think of one now.
Mine was all of 2024. Big focus was on making money, making money, making money. But then I looked at like my finances and like my cash flow is fine. And after reading that book, and I also saw the quote of Naval who said, "Your quality of life versus Elon Musk is actually so minimally different. Both are the same iPhone. You're both using the
My phone.
same MacBook if it's like the top level. Uh, the quality of food that you're eating, the selection of food that you can
Yeah.
eat,
Okay.
you probably have more free time. So your quality of life arguably is better. There's like minimal things like he can take a private jet or he can go on a yacht. But go back to the Middle Ages or something, the difference between a king and a peasant, the quality
You
of
live
life
way better. Yes.
is massive. So technology and capitalism shrink the difference in quality of life to essentially nothing. And then
Very true.
from reading his book, it's like as soon as you're making a few tens of $1,000s a month and like you're not financially stressed anymore,
Yeah.
the utility value of making more money is not there at all. So you should focus on other shit. You should focus on your fidget. You
True.
should focus on your relationship. You should focus on other things. It's like
Look at this room we're staying at. It's just a nice little room, but I've stayed at luxury hotel rooms and more very cheap hostels. My most heaviest insight is that no matter who you are, how big the room is, you can only sit in one chair at a time. And
yes,
it's quite annoying where you have to climb the stairs down to go to the fucking bathroom when you have
yeah,
a double loft. It's annoying.
yeah, bro. I'm in quite a small. There's
Yeah.
kitchen, bathroom, chat. I mean,
Also, do you remember the gorgeous the hotel room I sent you? Okay, it's gorgeous, but you're not gonna look at it for more than 5 minutes. The
yeah,
99% of the time you're still looking at the computer screen. It's more
bro,
of a status play.
yeah. There is a jump in quality of life. Like as soon as you have privacy, and I see a huge jump in quality when those studio apartments where it's pretty much just one room. I think there's a small increase when you get a bit bigger than that and your bedroom, and then there's like a living room or a workspace separated. I think that is optimal. And then anything above that is actually like essentially not there. There's no utility. It's very minor, the value. And I think that's why people, and Andrew Wilkinson talks about it in the book. He said he bought a bunch of houses and this and that. And but if you actually look at all the top people, they sell all their assets and they downsize and they like cut all the shit away. And there's that quote, the two best days of a man's life is when he buys a yacht and then when he sells it.
It sells it. Yeah.
Hate it. And then he realizes that he's like, there's the upkeep on the boat. Things are breaking on it. You've got to pay for licenses and more than that. And so I think, yeah, anything that you buy that complicates your life and adds logistics actually takes away massively from it. So
People, I think it was, I forgot, probably some part. He said, property investing. Oh, it sounds amazing. But actually, you're finding yourself another job.
yes,
Like,
yeah, that's
so
why.
it,
And for the foreseeable future, I just want to stay in places like this. Like I want to either rent short term or Airbnb where I don't have to worry about. I don't want to buy things. I don't want to have to
you
deal
don't
with.
buy things, you rent for experiences.
Yes, and I don't want to, like, if the water tank here breaks or the air conditioning breaks, I don't want to have to be responsible for that. I want that to be the owner of the house. It's like I don't want to sign up to that kind of stuff. So
You're buying yourself liability. You're buying yourself a job, right? You're supposed to buy yourself more time
yes,
and pleasure.
yes. So
Bro, I'm glad you saved yourself tens of millions of dollars because you realized this before purchasing.
I'm doing right. Yeah, and just a ton of time of chasing this stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Only caveat being, if you want a big family, you need to then, I think, raise another level so that you can buy a big enough house. You can have that like support system and not be stressed and look after them and look after your wife and whatnot. But even that isn't like making tens of millions of dollars. It's just like, it's just a little level up. And I don't think it's that hard to get to that level.
Speaking of family, my dad had me at this age. So,
What?
yeah.
Wait. My dad had 2 kids when I turned 28, and then he had me when I'm 30. So, yeah, my parent would have had people.
You still got time. So. before
Isn't
the
that
re- before their procreation, is that the word? Procreating?
yeah, 'cause
Instinct kicks in, right?
yeah. Fuck, man. That I don't know though. If I look and I follow a few people from high school on like random social medias, essentially no one has kids. Like I could count on less than one hand the people that are married with kids. So I don't know. I'm not that stressed about it.
Me neither. But as a female, by the age you hit 35, 95% of your eggs are gone and the rest are lower quality. So
Yeah,
pressure's
that's
on
true.
them.
That's a good point. The pressure is on them. Yeah.
You
Dude, what are your big like life goals at the moment? You never really tell me. Just enjoy life still.
now you should keep traveling.
Keep traveling.
Yeah, and if I find the right opportunity, like the right team, the right project, I will switch like that and go into career mode.
Yeah. Okay. What do
A
you
good
think?
vehicle that I'm looking for, I think.
Think AI, crypto?
Yeah, one of those. Or it could be a very small niche YouTube AI faceless stuff.
Yeah, true. So where I land on that, after being in crypto for like 4 years, following it daily, writing about it, I think like 99% of the value to come out of it is take the money that you don't need and put it into Bitcoin and then don't think about it on even. And that's it. Don't buy altcoins. Don't make it complicated.
Sure.
It's like, the investing advice of just buy ETFs and don't do anything else. I would say like the same with crypto is like for 99% of people, you'll get 99% of the value in the space. And having said that, if you look like a truly authentic look at it, then the entire value to come out of the crypto space is just buy Bitcoin. And how do you build products around that? How do you like sell things around it? It's like, yeah, you can
Yeah.
do media stuff like we do, but it's I don't know. I'm getting a bit jaded with the whole crypto space. If I'm
You're
honest.
absolutely right, man. You're doing you're finding a new industry, the most risky industry, but do the safest thing within it. That's how you get
Yeah.
the largest return.
Get the most value out of it. Yeah.
Very true, man. Yeah, that's the same realization. I think, what's Warren Buffett's teacher, Ben Graham? He realized 100 years ago on index funds. Basically, no
Yeah.
hedge fund managers could beat them.
Which is crazy because you can spend ages poring over fucking financial reports and this and that, but it's like we can just get 99%, save 99% of your
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
just buy index fund. Same
Great,
for
man.
family.
Question. What are your thoughts on inheritance tax? Should we leave anything for our children as a pretext? Alex Hormozy, Warren Buffett, Mr. Beast, Graham Stephan, like all of these people I mentioned have specifically said they will not leave anything for their heirs. Some billionaires, of course, they're doing it as they say they donate, but it's only to evade the tax, right? It's a wealth transfer maneuver system. But other than that, will you?
Dude, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. There's two ways I'm thinking about it. In most cases, if you're given a ton of money, I think you're robbing a person's life because the pursuit of money is, I don't know, fundamental in development in some way of like building good character. But that also might be a cope because then you look at like what the Trumps have done and they build like a dynasty. And Andrew Wilkinson actually speaks about it. It's like
He will not leave anything other than the bare minimum.
no, he'll leave a comfortable life for his kids, and the analogy he uses is if you came from a lineage of farmers who just scraped by, like, year after year to get enough food and money to put on the table, and then by some stroke of luck, you build a production mill and you, like, make an empire of food, so now it's overflowing. Would you give that all away because you want your kids to go back to the dirt and have to toil by yourself, and now they can't work on a higher purpose, like their life's work, because they now need to focus on not being in poverty? Or is it more moral to give them a comfortable life so they can then work on their life's work and like go to a new level? And when you look at it, it's like that, it becomes pretty obvious that you should give your kids something. So I don't know, dude. It's very hard. What,
For me, it's very simple. I will give them everything I have. The
yeah. Did your, my parents haven't ever helped me, and they definitely helped my sisters more than me, but they bought my sisters cars and they made me get a job when I was 15, stuff like that. And they've never given me money. But I know if I ever was destitute, they wouldn't let me like be on the street or something. Do you know what I mean?
okay,
Which I
I
think
got
is
it.
good enough. Does that make sense?
Yes,
So like
yeah. You're
gives
not
me
the favorite child. I got it.
no. I'm not think
I'm joking. I'm joking.
it gives me the freedom to be able to work, take maximum risk because I know that the worst case scenario
Sure.
isn't going to be destitute on the street, homeless, no food. I have my family. Yeah. And maybe that's enough. You don't necessarily need to give them money. You just need to instill worst case, you're not going to starve or like, you know what I mean? But we're not going to pay for, yeah. I think it's not black or white. Should I give my kids money? Should I not give them money? How much money should I give? And I think the line is you need to allow them to be their own person, but have the 100% support that like worst case scenario can't happen.
For me, that's why I want to have at least 10 kids, right? If one of them turn out to be alcoholic or druggy, I'll just disown him or her, right? You, for example, me, I'm the only child. I was spoiled as fuck because my parents have no other choice, right? Had they want to pass on their genes, they had to. So you're in the passive negotiating position on the table, right? You don't make good deals out of that. All right. Another thing I wrote down is like, oh, bro, it's one of my life goals to kill a lamb and de-skin it and season it and just barbecue the entire thing from a livestock to meat on the table. Like,
What?
do you know Mark Zuckerberg? I think which year, but he said during this year I will only eat meat that I killed myself. So a cow
What?
is probably too big. Yeah, check it out. Google it right now.
Dude, he's like, that's kinda
Savage.
cool. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
savage, yeah. That's like a
So
huge
I
thing.
think a chicken is too easy, and a cow is just way too big of a because now they electrocute the cow already. They no longer like slaughter it. But a lamb or somewhere around there is a good.
How would you do it though? Like, do you kill it with a knife? Do you shoot it in the head? Like, how does that even
Well,
work?
I think I don't know. Probably you knock it out first, and you cut out the vessels so the blood drains. I know.
I've wanted to go hunting. Like, I think it'd be cool to like hunt your food and shoot a deer. I don't share the thing to kill a lamb or anything like that. But I respect it. I think that's
Yeah.
because it would give you a new level of respect for the food that you eat and put on your plate because you're more connected to the process of it. I think it'd be a good experience, but I don't
And
necessarily.
I've loved meat all my life. I've just never like did it, you know. Im- I may not like it, I may not do it again, but I have to do it for once.
Yeah. I just ordered some tandoori chicken and chicken wings from Ali Barbecue. I love that place, bro. I love that place. It's such good food. I love meat as well.
Oh, here's like another topic. His side joke. It's a tweet. So my goal for 2025 is to make 50K in the crypto market. Now I only have 70K to go.
Very up there. The other reason I'm sort of fed up with the crypto space is it's been so bad for like the majority of this year. It's just been cringe, man. It has not been fun whatsoever.
I agree. I
Like
agree.
altcoins specifically have been terrible. Like Ethereum is so far off its high. Only thing that's doing decently is Bitcoin. Yeah.
Uh, do you know what's justice porn?
No, but I can guess it's like people getting what they deserve.
Like yeah, sometimes you see policemen they have completely oblivion of the real law, right? They arrest citizens or they ask for a random guy for his ID, which he has no right to give it to them, and just things like this. And it infuriates me seeing regular innocent citizens getting treated unfairly.
Yeah, where are you watching this? Is there like a page or something?
Just YouTube random things. And I don't like that. I'm a guy with high level of justice. I don't feel like that much all for the kittens or the doggos on the Instagram, but I do feel that the justice, the good gets rewarded, the bad gets punished. I do have a strong sense of that.
Yeah, true. Especially like vulnerable people, like I don't know, special needs people or I don't know, elderly people, like vulnerable people whenever they are picked on or something, like kids, yeah, it really irks me.
Agree. So we have good morals.
Yeah. Do you think that's imbued into you by parents or culture or that it's just innately in you?
Both, I guess, combination.
Yeah, true. Combination.
Combination of nature and nurture, right?
Yeah. True, true.
Okay. Have you heard of the Elon Musk's death whale?
No. What does he
So
do?
basically, he allegedly, all right, conspiracy theory time, tinfoil hat. So he has this policy that if he's uncontactable for 72 hours, then every big data information sending in the world is gonna leak the very dirty, nasty politician secrets to the entire world for every major big power in the world. So he's binding his own fate along with everybody else. If he goes down, everybody else goes down.
Where did you read this, bro? I don't believe that. I
But
don't know.
okay, check this out. So ever since he started auditing the Pentagon, right, there has been a lot of death threats, and you can check. Elon Musk has he's already picked who's gonna take his position, his entire companies when when he dies. He gets assassinated.
How would Elon have gotten all of this data as to like, I don't know, why would he have dirt on Joe Biden or Trump or because he doesn't
Julian Assange, people like that.
yeah, it's an interesting theory. I don't believe it. There's no way. But if anyone would have that information, it would be Elon. He just has so much influence and sway.
Sure.
Dude.
I got. What do you want to talk about next? I have another, but it's quite long. So
Dude, I got
you
nothing.
know,
I'm gonna something long. My food isn't here for another 20 minutes, so we got time.
have you seen the video I sent you? Basically, the UK is covering up for immigrants raping their local teenage girls, just not to be sound racist.
It's looked on the video, but I didn't watch it.
And
Yeah.
fucked up, no?
But like, give me the what is happening.
For the last 20, 30 years, the government of UK is covering up Pakistani gang rapes teenage girls. Yeah, not in order not to be deemed racist. Fucked up.
To not be deemed racist.
Yeah, exactly. Now also it's prosecutable if you watch far right content online up to 15 years. It's a bill already.
What the fuck is going on in the UK? I think there's a guy there, Tom Robinson or something like that. there's like a pendulum swinging back, like what happened in the US. I think that's happening in the UK as well, and I think it's well needed.
Andrew Tate said that every single millionaire that he knows made his fortune in UK are leaving, not one exception. And I do think the UK is going down.
Yeah, dude, it's been on a decline since the end of World War II, man. We're just seeing the okay. This is an interesting topic. I think the UK is on a massive decline. The US was on a decline. Now it feels like it's on the way up.
Yeah,
But like a lot of like like almost all of the Western countries in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, essentially everywhere.
Canada, boo boo.
Yeah, Canada is like, woo. All the Western countries are on a decline. What countries do you think are on an incline and are getting better?
Dubai, UAE, right? And also
Middle East.
Argentina, also El Salvador.
El Salvador is a good one. Yeah. Um, Southeast Asia, what do you think?
I not in mind.
China, down or up?
Up. China is still going up.
Interesting.
Slowing down, but it's going up big time.
I think as a whole, Asia is on an upward trend. Thailand for sure is on an upward trend. Every time I come here, there's more buildings being built, there's more tourism, there's more activity. Every time I go home, there's more crime, it's more degraded, there's more negativity. When I went to the US, there was a huge difference from when I was there in 2016 to 8 years later. It's like it was way worse. Like the downward decline was so obvious. Every time I come back to Thailand, it feels like it's better though. Every time you go back to China, does it seem like it's better?
Yeah, it is getting better.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
We're pretty ahead. We haven't seen cash since 15 years ago. That's how advanced we are.
Dude, yeah, I see TikToks and stuff, and then just from things that you tell me about, but then I hear things like they're demolishing a ton of housing, and the one child policy really fucked up like the
Yeah,
demographic.
it did. Picked up big
So
time.
how does China get around that? Like, because they seem like huge issues.
We are not. We're waiting for a new leader. Don't say
Like, yeah. So if China's on an upward trend within like 30, 40 years, because your generation and a bit older than you, it's majoritively male, right?
Yeah, that's why all the women are so entitled.
Which means the population will have to collapse, which means the economy cannot keep up and things cannot improve. Maybe AI fixes that. I don't know.
So a girl, quite attractive girl here, I matched on Tinder. So asked me, "Oh, what are we gonna do for our first date?" I said, "Let's grab lunch or quick coffee." She said, "No, that's not even deserving of my time to put on makeup." So I gaslight her, right? I said, "Oh, actually, I am pretty busy, but I'm willing to compensate you for extra money just to give you a makeup. But we still get a coffee. Okay, how much money? I get a very good money allegedly, and then I fucking flaked her. That's the definition of gaslight. I hope she get what she deserves. Now her expectation is getting this much money for a coffee, and I hope she becomes an old lady with cats and just being passed around by high net worth guys without never locking down any love.
Here's the ironic thing about people like that is the types of guys that would be like, oh yeah, I'll send you money for the date. And that simp over that. They say they want that, but the type of guy that would do that, I think they would be disgusted by in person. Because they are spineless and have no backbone. So yeah.
The dating market is very tough. Like e- it's the norm. You transfer the girl's money every other 2 weeks. Yeah, it's the norm.
Fuck.
Yeah, supply and demand, bro.
But is it the norm that they're very feminine and they'll have your kids? Well, look, I'll be no.
They're not feminine at all. They never. You, she can go out to nightclubs, party, and everything, but you still need to feed in her. But okay, but it's different for you white guys, right? So just like I was in Southeast Asia or in Latin America, you get that foreigner premium. If you're a white dude, they would pay to hang out with you. It's different.
In China?
Yeah,
Really?
trust me, bro. You will sleep with so many Chinese girls if you come here.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because there's the thing that, like, why? Because there's this.
Only because of his skin color. Yeah.
But is there the stigma white people are richer or higher status or what?
Just the genetic, they just like it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't I like there is a bit of that in Thailand and Vietnam and like very like what's a bit of white person privilege or
Same.
premium. I didn't think it was like that in China though. I know it's not in Korea. If you're white, it's like a like they do not like white people. And Japan as well. It's the like kind of racist against them. So it's like deeply so China it's the opposite of that.
So the racism is like everywhere. Like for me, like what do you think for Indonesia and Chinese, right? Pretty much the same. But actually only 20, 30 years ago, there has been a massive slaughter of Indonesian people towards Chinese. And I went there like probably 2, 3 years ago. I was get I was the equivalent of getting a middle finger because the guy looked at my passport. What are you doing here? Are you traveling by yourself? Are you alone? Get the fuck out. And he had another security just drag my luggage and throw my luggage back onto the boat that I came here that I went there via Singapore. Yes. No explanations. I said, please tell me why or why. No, leave now. Go.
Yeah. There wasn't there a war yeah, of Chinese did they go to Indonesia and slaughter a bunch of Indonesians? Or there's a
No, no, no.
war?
The Indonesians slaughtered Chinese because the Chinese are very good at doing business and they are immigrants, but they somehow accumulated a vast sum of fortune and they hate
So
them.
it's like a fucking Germany Jewish situation. They have a bunch of positions of power, good at business, and then damn, dude, damn. Can't say I've ever experienced racism myself, which I guess is that white person privilege.
Yeah. Uh, Myron said the privilege is invisible to those who have it.
Damn, that's true, bro. That's true.
Here's another quote by Tristan Tate about immigrants. So, if you bring 100 people, immigrants, even if one is a terrorist or murder, then zero of these people should be let in because the native citizen's life and the interest and benefits lays way above those immigrants. No, it's way above your nice little hearts, right? You're trying to be nice. Those liberal snowflakes should go help volunteer, right? In those African countries, if you really want. You should house illegal immigrants in your own house. But no one's stopping them. But needless to say, their concept of help is just by giving free handouts. Instead, we need to think how to provide them job opportunities and a free market economy so they can boom and prosper on their own instead of keep taking your
100%
head.
agree. And what is the point of a nation or a country if not to benefit the citizens of that nation or country? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
what is the point of a country if it's not to benefit the people of it? It makes no logical or rational sense why a nation should be to the benefit of people that are outside that nation by definition.
So those liberal snowflakes can feel good about themselves. They're Saint Mary, right? We are helping, but actually, they have their own fucking security guards.
Yeah, yeah. I think yeah, dude, a lot of these liberal values come from a place of comfort and not having real problems or the right focus on what to work on and what to fix. So much virtue signaling.
Have you noticed that by help, right? The Europe gives the Africa free handouts. So what happens in the end is the Africans will just breed or fight wars among themselves to the verge of bankruptcy and the collapse again. So instead, how China helped Africa is help them build ports, right? Build railways, build hospitals, schools, pave the roads. That's really help.
True. Help them help themselves should be the motto. I'm building
But guess what? All the European nations, oh, China is being predatory because they're taking interest on those roads that they help them build.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
they're colonizing because they're building them a big ship port, but asking for 50 years of running license or something. Yes.
But it's actually helping them massively. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Alright, bro, my food's about to be here. Do you have like a 5 minute topic or
Okay. Last one. Do you want to have something you want to talk about? I talk too much. I feel like.
I don't know, we've already spoken about dude, my entire psyche and what I'm focusing on right now is taken up with like short form content, how to improve. And I've been looking a bit into faceless stuff, and then 75 hard. It's like I'm going ham as fuck on fitness and like delving.
How much more days you have left?
Today's day 40, so just over a month. Oh, my mom and dad are coming out here in 2 weeks' time, so that'll be cool. They get here March 1st. So it'll be cool to have my parents here. I can show them around, show them the viewpoints. They'll be here for a week or two. Um, bro, here's a topic. I've been using ChatGPT more and more and more because it's so impressive the different things it can do. I not
Yeah.
only use it as like a therapy life coach, like someone to talk through problems with, and it's really good for that. I also use it as like a personal trainer slash calorie counter. So
Okay.
every morning I'll say, chat, the goal of the day, I want to hit 2,000 calories, 180 grams of protein, help me hit it. And then I'll either take a photo of everything I eat or tell it, and it will perfectly track my macros and tell me you need next meal has to have more protein, next meal has to have more carbs, next meal has to have more fat. So it's like it's a chatbot, but I think it's better than any personal trainer because it's always with you. It like can perfectly tell you what you need. And if you give it the information and the data of how you're training and your lifestyle, it can like perfectly integrate it into your life. Whereas let's say I hired a PT, they would have such limited knowledge and I'd have such limited access to them. And at the end of the day, everyone's only human. And I keep saying this, but it's so true. This is the worst it's ever going to be. And it's already better than every PT on earth,
Ooh.
bro. It's like,
True.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's so useful in every aspect. I use it to help write my newsletter. I like do everything.
How do you compare Claude, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Grok?
I've only used ChatGPT and I use DeepSeek. I didn't like DeepSeek the way it was writing. So I don't have that much. What do you think? Because you've probably experimented way
I like Perplexity the most.
for what task specifically?
Uh, just information searching is the least biased. Because ChatGPT is pretty liberal.
Okay. I mean, yeah, the main usage I use of ChatGPT is I'll like, let's say I'm writing the newsletter, I'll write it all out and then say, so I've given chat all my previous writing and then like memorize my style, format, tone, language, length. Then I'll like write a really shitty version of it in 2 minutes and then be like, now write the article.
Yeah,
That
no,
will help you. It's so good at that. It is.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
That is good.
So it doesn't have any political leanings because it's like that doesn't come into it.
So for the previous few like videos I made like on my life philosophies on YouTube, I need a catchy hook or baity intro, and it does an amazing job.
Dude, it's so good. It's like, yeah, it's like having someone to bounce off brainstorming sessions with and ideas off of. It's so good. And it's like
Editing is
what's
amazing.
impressive is it can be your PT, it can be your life coach, it can be your business partner, it can be your writer. It's like it's very close to being a full circuit. Dude, AI is so cool. It's so exciting.
However, merely yesterday I asked it, hey, I need a breakdown on the type of content of which language is which percentage. Give me a pie chart of TikTok. It couldn't do that. It failed disastrously.
Yeah, dude, there are like small gaps in its knowledge that you're like, what the hell? Like sometimes mine, it won't like it's tracking my calories and it will add them wrong. And I'll be like, that doesn't sound right in my head. And then I'll do it and I'll be like, you got that so wrong. It's basic addition. So it's like, yeah, there are those random pitfalls, but for the like 90% of the
Yeah.
time, they're really good.
Wow. I still cannot believe the majority of the people I talk to every day, they do not use AI any sort at all.
Oh, bro. And I feel it's so important to be on the cutting edge of this because it will give you such a big advantage as these tools come out.
I
Have
agree.
you messed around with Operator? I don't have access to it. Maybe you don't either.
No.
It's
What is
the
it?
new ChatGPT tool. It's like you can tell ChatGPT instead of me sending all of my writings to it, I could be like, I run cryptonutshell.com and I write the second article in every newsletter. Can you go read my last 20, read my last 20 writings, memorize the style, format, tone, look at Raoul Paul's latest tweets and come up with a story based on that? You can give it like it can now go onto the internet and do multi like you tell it give it a shot and it can do multi step processes. But I think it's only available in the US, so I haven't been able to play with it yet.
I think the technology is way past that point already. The problem is the rights, right? Now I ask ChatGPT, hey, open this YouTube video or open that playlist. It has a problem because, sorry, I cannot do that. The access, it was not granted to me.
True. And like this is the stuff we're getting publicly. Like, what do they have behind closed doors, bro? Like they aren't shipping the like cutting edge stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I saw Raul Paul. He was
They're
like,
1 year or two ahead already.
I know. And Raul Paul said in 2024, AI went from 85 IQ on like standardized testing to 130 IQ. What do you think it's going to go in 2025? It's going to probably become the most intelligent person in the world and democratize access. And maybe it'll take 2 years, but like that's a game changer, bro.
Yeah, merely 3 years ago. Hey, if I got into a accident or I need help with a fight with somebody, I need lawyer advice. Now I just fucking open ChatGPT.
Wait.
I do not need to find a phone number to call.
And this is a good example of what we said earlier in the pod of how the quality of life between you and Elon Musk is very small. And then tools like this, it's like now everyone has democratized access to the best lawyer in the world, the best relationship, partner, the best personal trainer in the world. Everyone has it in their pocket,
Yes.
on their screen. And it's like now that quality of life has shrunk even more because Elon isn't talking to the best relationship lawyer. We all have access to it in the form of chat.
Yes.
See it. Yeah. So it's cool, bro.
Instead of hang out with normies on a daily on my daily regular lives, I can hang out with the best, smartest person on the internet.
Exactly. Yeah. On every topic.
Yeah.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. There'll be a bunch of problems.
I think it's a good way to end it there, bro. That was fire.
Easy, bro.
Y-
I'm hungry and it's
any conclusion and any things you're doing to set yourself up for the 10,000th? It's such a thousandth.
um I'm gonna think about the questions you sent. I feel like I don't know how to put it into words. I feel like I'm on a like something this year is going to be very transformative in terms of the path I'm on and the things that I'm doing and the things I'm focusing on. Um, and I think big things will happen. I just don't know how they will happen and how they will appear, but it's like I can feel that energy brewing.
Hmm.
I'll clip this when something happens. And I'll be like, "Yeah, that's the bit that I was talking about. I feel like something is brewing here. Yeah. How about you? What are you thinking about? What's like front of mind for you? What are you going to be doing the next 10 days?
I'm sorry, I lost you for a second.
I said, what about you?
The
Like,
voice.
just mind for you? Like, what are you thinking about over the next 10 days, et cetera, et cetera?
I don't know. No idea. I need to find a project to be passionate about.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, I think. Like, just
The
life
the
experience. Right.
Yeah. I would hate to travel like this. Was I have like a business, or was I have a steady partner, or not to mention kids. That'd be crazy.
A wife or kids. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Did you call Alex to get your gift?
Oh, fuck, no. I haven't, I can go there today. I'll drive past it. Um,
Send him a WhatsApp. Make sure he's there because he might have it at his house or something.
shoot. I've driven past on the way to the gym and there's still no one ever in there. So I don't know how that's going.
Oh, shit.
I think they just built like the ultimate bachelor pad for themselves.
Yeah. They sure love it.
Enjoy. Well,
Are there much Russians there?
yeah, dude, it's like 99% Russian. It's all Russians.
Jeez.
The reason I can tell, you can tell Russian people from the way they look, but like when I go on a run, if I pass a Western person, Australian person, Thai person, like you'll smile and like sort of acknowledge it. You do that to a Russian person, and yeah, it's like, why the fuck are you looking at me? Why are you smiling at me? It's like,
And then they'll get used to it.
it's I don't know. I don't like that energy, but I wish they were a bit more like happy.
Uh, it's they were raised in extreme cold weather, so I guess it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, and you can appreciate the like authenticity. If they give you a smile or a laugh, you know it's authentic. You like they're not putting it on. So yeah.
Any news on the Valentine's thing,
Or Val.
or your dating prospect?
I'm not even trying to date at the moment.
No girls fall into your laps.
Yeah, no one's fallen into my lap. I'm trying to think about the last few days. There was the only time there were even girls that were approachable. Did an outdoor workout at the beach gym yesterday, and there was 2 Irish girls there. But then and I approached them, said, "Where you guys from?" Blah, blah, blah. But they're only here 3 days. And then, it's like, yeah, the big drawback of Rawai is, like, you don't get that many opportunities of there's so many couples around, families around, and the demographics use so much older. Like, I'm the youngest person at my gym. Um, I've seen no girls around this thing, which is,
Success.
but I'm not that fussed about it. I'm not in a phase where like the
Yeah.
end of last year, I went crazy with casual relationships and like,
Is it good, you know, that way?
yeah, I'm not even fussed about it. Sometimes if I haven't been with a girl for a while or like dating, I get insecure and I'm like, do I even still have it? Like, but I don't know. I'm seeing my physique improve so much. I'm so like,
Damn. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, your muscles look tight. I mean, shred. Tight. Oh,
"Oh, we're getting
you
it."
look shredded, bro. You can see the leanness.
Yeah, dude. I'm even leaner than that photo I sent you the other week. And it's like I can see my physique getting better and better day by day. I
Damn,
feel like I'm improving at such a
probably
rapid
the
rate.
best you ever felt in your life. Damn, that
I'm
physique.
feeling like mental health is better. Dude, I've been back on a photo right before I left Sydney to meet you in Phuket, and I was so fat. And so I'm so glad you were like, dude, you got fat since the last time I saw you because in my head, I'm like, I'm getting strong, I'm getting big, I'm gonna, but like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, man. I was just putting on so much weight.
Kofi.
Yeah,
Oh,
so stupid.
this picture I sent you, I don't, is me in the background. You could tell, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know if I should post it on IG story. I'm debating. Would you?
Yeah, dude, fuck it. Who cares what like the people that
The old picture.
I would post it. The people that get butthurt about it, who cares about them? And then people will find it funny as well. So
No, it's the girls. Like most girls could take a like lighthearted joke. This is the old picture, and the date wasn't even Valentine. But other really genuinely good girls, they actually get emotionally hurt. Sometimes I would joke with, "I wish maybe we should talk anymore." And she won't follow me because so she's more the sweet and innocent.
yeah. I'd post it. I err on the side of offending people asking for forgiveness later.
Like any emotion is good emotion, right? Whether she's jealous, hate,
Like,
angry, sad, hurt.
you get that like pre-selection as well. It's like, oh, he gets girls, you know?
Here's a good quote from Tate. Tate said, "A truly good girl isn't out there on the open market," which coincides with what you said. You said, "You don't find a wife in the nightclub, bro." You're right.
That's true, bro. And the other thing, I don't think you find them on dating apps either. Peter Levels actually said that. He said, you're not gonna find a good girl on dating apps. I think that's changing a bit, but yeah. I think the optimal way to do it is the most cliche advice, but is be focused on your mission, which should be improving yourself, whether that is experiences, whether that's making money, whether that's improving your physique, and be living your life. And then, like, don't go out of your way to be trying to get girls. But if you see a hot girl whilst you're doing your thing, go up to her, speak to her, that kind of thing. It's like, don't go out of your way, but also don't be a pussy in that you're ignoring blatant opportunities.
True, true. But it sounds like leaving a lot to luck, man. We as alpha males, we don't do that.
Bro, there's actually, now that I think about it, there was one opportunity that comes to mind is maybe a week ago, but this stunning chick, you know, when there's cold approach, you either cold approach, like you haven't made eye contact, like she didn't see you. That's like
Yeah,
a recipe for like fucking disaster. And it like majority of the time doesn't work. But this would have been the warmest cold approach ever because I just walked into a cafe, just finished a gym session, and the chick looked up at me, smiled, then looked down, bang for herself, and then paid for herself, then turned around, looked at me again, smiled, held my eye contact for like 4 seconds. And I just walked in and I didn't immediately approach and she was leaving the thing. Yeah, that
yeah.
is
Damn.
in like
3 second rule, bro. If you wait more than 3 seconds, you freak yourself out. You overthink.
It's like I didn't even think because I was coming in and she was leaving, but it was like it would have been the warmest cold approach of all time. That is the type of signal when a girl does that to you, is like screaming at you, "Come talk to me." It's like we get to open
It
invitation.
has happened to me. So sometimes like, I get the invitation. I always, should I check her out before I make sure she's cute? And then I freak myself out. But the second last thing you do is just go up and own up to your mistake.
Yeah, yeah. I should have. So yeah, this
You didn't?
random. No, I didn't go out. I did.
Um,
I know. So there's
ow.
and the problem with Rawai is those opportunities are so far and few between because there's not that many, I don't know, young girls hanging around solo.
Damn.
But
By themselves, looking at you, holding coffee, reading
yeah.
book. That sounds like a good girl, bro. Not the nightclub shit.
In a fit there's in a fitness cafe as well where they count your calories and protein. No, I fucked up. I fucked up.
That could have
Is
changed your entire life trajectory.
I know, bro. I know. So I
It could
fucked
change
up.
your entire daily routine.
Yeah.
Bro.
If something like that happens again, I won't fuck it up. Now it's front of mind. I do. My food just got here, so I got to bounce. But that was a good bite. Enjoyed it.
I've done that in front of mothers. I say, excuse me, like, is this your daughter? Oh, by the way, I'm wearing a big ass heavy coat and you're shirtless. It's like 2 degrees outside here. I'm jealous. I need some tropical action.
Bro, you were the first person I thought of when I didn't go up to her. I was like, Eugene would have gone up immediately, and I fucked up. So yeah, I like that influence that you have. That was the first thing I thought of. Anyway, bro, I got to bounce. I got to grab my dude's messaging me.
Take it easy on, bro.
Speak in 10 days.